Did you get a message?
I didn't get an email, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna check it again. My inbox. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not it. I don't know why it won't go live. Oh, okay, now it's live again. Just now. So I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, say something. I don't. Okay, it's back. It's back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, the chat room isn't up.
You got to refresh it, buddy.
I refreshed it just a second ago.
Okay, now you got to refresh it again. I don't know. I ain't gonna argue with you. Shit. It just.
Okay, check it.
Yeah, I see what you said.
Posted.
I see your comment.
Posted. Oh, you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the chat room is not open. I'm looking at the chat room. I want to post that link. It's not there.
I'm looking at it. It's back.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's not. I'm looking at it. I keep refreshing every 5 seconds.
Tyrone, do you see my comment, Jay? I see.
Yeah, I see your comment, and MJ is in there now. I don't know what happened, MJ. It must have been all of Sarge's lies. YouTube couldn't take all them lies that he was telling.
They might have kicked the live off. That might be it. But you didn't get a message or anything. So.
No, I didn't get one. I don't have a strike message or nothing like that. So that's a good sign.
Well, then it might have just dropped on its own, but it's back now. So
yeah, I ain't gonna blame it on Sarge this time.
Yeah, everything else. Blame it on Donald Trump. Maybe Rudy Giuliani did it. I don't know.
Sarge, I'm going to tell you something. You're twisting and turning like a contortionist.
I'm not twisting and turning. I'm absolutely confident in my opinion. I'm not twisting and turning. I'll stand forthright, up square step against you or anybody else who says anything to the contrary. I am forthright and confident in the position that I've adopted. I don't need to. You guys weasel. You're the ones that don't answer questions. You're the ones that are non-responsive, not me. I respond to every bullshit point you make.
So, according to you, none of the judicial system processes work when it comes
to... on that argument again. I never said that. I get specific. You give me a specific instance, and I will tell you whether it's legitimate or not. Most of them are. So many of them are not. That's my answer. Now, get specific.
Does any of them work against Trump?
Here we go again. Will you please be specific?
Yeah, I'm being specific. That's one person.
No, you're not. You're saying, do any of them work against Trump? A lot of them work against Trump. They were trying to get him off the ballot, ain't they? Ain't they?
So is that...
That's working against Trump.
That's legitimate?
They're trying to put him in jail in Washington, D.C. They're trying to put him in jail in Fulton County. Hey, those are 3 examples right there that are working against Trump. No, what else you need?
Is it legitimate?
When is the last time you saw a former president that's trying to put him in jail?
You're sidestepping the question. Is it legitimate?
Hell no.
Okay, that's what I asked you, nigga.
No, you did. Now you did, and I answered. See how quick I answered? If you get specific with me, I'll give you an answer every time. You don't have to wait. I was immediately answering the question. Hell no. None of them. I didn't hesitate.
Sorry, you're just saying the judicial system is broke when it pertains to Trump and your side. That's what you're doing.
In these specific charges, yes. Who knows? They may one day come up with something less legit. They haven't yet.
Whenever you're looking at a situation like Ahmaud Arbery or Tamir Rice or George Floyd, you immediately say the judicial system works when it comes to those things. But
and every time I do, I cite the evidence as to why I don't believe it worked properly. I don't just say it. I give you the autopsy report. I give you the report of the medical examiner. I give you his comments. I give you the obvious FBI interference. I give you the lying, perjured statements of the Minneapolis police chief on the stand where he denied the training given to his own officers. And I found that information the first week this controversy started by just going to the city of Minneapolis' website. And the lying police chief went up there and lied about it under oath on the stand. And all I had to do was sit here on the internet, go to the city of Minneapolis website, and I could see the information they had about the maximum restraint technique.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is you support the justice system in those instances, but whenever it comes to us watching people break the law on January the 6th, when it comes to Donald Trump, you just admitted you don't mind him repeating Hitler. You just said that. You want him to be a dictator. That's what the fuck you just said, sir.
He didn't repeat Hitler. People likened it.
Oh,
people said he got it from Mein Kampf, which, by the way, I have read because I have a copy of it. Because I don't want to hear people telling me secondhand what Adolf Hitler wrote. I preferred to read it for myself and make my own conclusions. So I just said what they did was they likened what Trump said to the comments Hitler made in Mein Kampf. They didn't say he quoted him directly, because he didn't. Because I know, because I got the book. I got Mein Kampf. You want me to get it and read you what he said that was similar?
See, that's what you do, is you take one talking point and you try to, because that's what's going on with the news right now, the Mein Kampf conversation. But that's not what is being said. They're saying that he's using the language of those dictators, of, who was it? I think it was Mao and Hitler, and other dictators in history that called people vermin, right? So whenever it came to the Mein Kampf conversation, that's only a recent conversation. Hitler used that language in speeches and all that kind of stuff, and it wasn't only in his book. So you're just taking the Mein Kampf conversation, Hitler's book, and saying that he didn't read the book or he did read the book. That is not what the fuck it is. It's the language of the fucking dictator that a former president of the United States is using against his own goddamn civilians, his political opponents. That's the fucking problem, you moron. The fuck? You killed
Tell me something. Did he call them deplorables, or did he have a Phantom of the Opera speech where he had a red spotlight on with Marines in the background? Did he do anything like that?
You cannot equate the word deplorable that Hillary Clinton used or whatever the fuck Donald Trump, not Barack Obama, saying that they clean to their guns and religion, compare it to fucking Hitler, because Hitler never used those language in the process of fucking killing over goddamn 60 million goddamn Jews. That you cannot keep equating this dumb shit that don't relate. Now, I don't know if you know who the fuck you talking to, but I'm not going to fall for those stupid-ass conversation and those stupid-ass equal goddamn... It's not the same goddamn thing. Because if you want to goddamn use the language of politicians on the damn trail, using the word deplorable and stuff, goddamn, look at what all the fuck Trump said about shithole countries and all this kind of dumb shit. It's not the same goddamn thing, Sarge. Stop it. It's not the same thing.
Okay, yeah. The Democrats of today are really in high dungeon about Jews getting killed, ain't they? They're really all upset about that. Yeah. Tell me about these Democrats, man. Oh, shit. I swear to God, man, you're so unaware. You didn't say anything, won't you?
Okay, well, I think you missed it.
Oh, man.
Don't die.
This is too fucking rich. Jesus.
I think you missed
You have that bitch Masha Gray up there, the president of Harvard. She can't even say calling it a genocide on a college campus is against the code of conduct of Harvard. She had to equivocate, and the woman had to drag it out of her stupid ass.
Well, no, she was telling the truth, actually. And it was just revealed today. And Morning Joe, they struggled. They struggled reporting on this, that there was some innocent fucking goddamn Palestinians coming out and they was taking their clothes off to show that they was unarmed, and the Israeli soldiers just gunned them fucking down. So that is genocide. You killing innocent, it's war crimes. You're killing innocent civilians that is coming to you trying to show you that they unarmed, and you murdering them. So the Mrs. Gray at Harvard was absolutely right in what she wrote about the demeanor and the posture of what's going on over there. So I mean, come on, you guys just using that as
The
a
question
That's
that
why
was
she
put
still
to
got
the
her fucking
imbecile,
job.
the
That's why she still
question
got her job.
that was put to the imbecile was, is it a violation of Harvard's code of conduct to advocate for genocide against any group of people? That was the question, Tyrone, and that's the one she weaseled on.
That wasn't the question.
It wasn't anything, it didn't have anything to do with what you just said.
That wasn't a question. You reworded that question.
It was a question. I watched the motherfucker. I swear. You a J. You're two birds of a feather.
That was not the question. You reworded it.
It was a question. They were asking her about the Harvard Code of Conduct, not about free speech.
No, they was asking her to somewhat, and I'm not going to get it right. They was asking her to some effect, is it okay to write about genocide and represent Harvard or whatever? And what she was saying, basically is if it's the truth and if it ain't got no goddamn, fluff on it, then there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all she was trying to say. You asked her, does Harvard support genocide? That was not asked to that lady, Sarge. So that's bullshit. Now you're lying.
Okay, one more time, Tyrone. I'm going to say it again as clearly as I know how, because I don't know how to say anything to you other than what actually was said. I will read you the transcript, okay? I'll read to you. She asked her about the Harvard Code of Conduct, not about free speech. Harvard is a private university. They have a right to make a speech code and a conduct code. They made a conduct code about threatening remarks or harassing remarks. And in that context, Elsie Stefanik, the representative, Congress representative, asked her, is it a violation of the Harvard Code of Conduct to advocate for genocide against any group of people? She waffled and weaseled on that question. They had to drag it out of her. It took her over a minute to give an honest answer to the fucking question.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the same thing.
God, man, you're so unaware.
I don't think we've seen the same thing.
Yeah, I know we're not, because you can't read.
Basically, she answered the question that depending upon, not verbatim, but basically she was saying depending upon its context.
Right.
And there was nothing wrong with that answer.
Oh, Jesus. So in other words, it's not a violation of Harvard's Code of Conduct if somebody starts committing genocide.
That is not what. See, you.
They can advocate for it all they want to, though, and that's not a violation of Harvard's Code of Conduct.
You dumbass. Listen, hold on. You got all kind of literature in
That's
Harvard.
why, man. That's why you got a real.
Shut up. You got all kind of literature in Harvard speaking on fucking genocide throughout history. That's just the fact. Because humans like to fucking commit genocide. So you can't answer that question definitively when you got libraries full of the goddamn shit. That's just stupid, Sarge. I mean, what the fuck?
Negro, one more time. Negro, one more time. One more time. I'm going to say, I got the transcript right in front of me. We don't have to guess. I got it on the congressional website. I got the transcript. What she asked her.
She said not verbatim.
Yeah, well, why don't we let them say their own words? Why don't we just listen to what they said? Here's what she said. Here's what she said. This is directly from the transcript.
I know what was asked.
I know. I'd rather their own words speak for themselves rather than you or me. How about we let their words speak for them? Congresswoman Stefanik, Dr. Gay, this calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules on bullying and harassment. President Gay, the rules around bullying and harassment are quite specific. And if the context in which that language is used amounts to bullying and harassment, then we take action against it. Congresswoman Stefanik, can you say yes to that question of does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules on bullying and harassment? President Gay, calling for the genocide of Jews is anti-Semitic. So yes, President gay, and that is anti-Semitic speech, and as I said, and it's a yes. When speech crosses into conduct, we take action. So that is a yes. Is that a yes? The witness hasn't answered, Madam Chair. Is that a yes? You cannot answer the question. President?
You dumb fucker. She didn't answer the question 3 times as you was reading. She answered the question in affirmative against the goddamn actions that. So you're reading the fucking answer, but you want to make her say YES when she was saying we don't condone bullying and we don't condone anti-Semitic bullshit. You just read it, and it's because the congresswoman was trying to make her say yes, and she didn't say yes. You're saying that she supports goddamn anti-Semitic bullshit. Sarge, you're stupid. You said you could read earlier. Bitch, you said you could read. You can't read.
Nobody. And
Go ahead.
The thing about this, no one was calling for the genocide
Right.
of the Jewish people or the Israeli people. That never happened. And
Right.
that's what she was saying. If that's
Okay, one more
Hold on,
time.
Sarge,
You guys are saying something I didn't say. I didn't say that.
Sarge, hold on for a second. Let Elisa finish.
basically, we don't, why we nitpicking this? She was basically saying, depending upon its context. And besides, no one on that campus was calling for the complete destruction and the genocide of the Jewish or Israeli people. They made up this shit because AIPAC and these different lobbyists and these people who give money to our elected representatives were mad. None of that happened on the campus. The people were standing up for the right for the Palestinian people to exist. And the Israeli government, they took that as anti-Semitic. And this is the thing that starts, that you really need to look at. No one can say anything. No one can take a different side. No one can question that damn country. And if you do, you're labeled anti-Semitic. You're labeled asking for the extinction and the genocide of Jewish people, Jewish and Israeli people. And that's not true. And you, all people, should see that as dangerous rhetoric, regardless of which side is pushing that. It's dangerous to do that. Everything is...
All right, one more...
No, I don't want to one more time that, because we're going around in circles and we're not going to get any...
We're not going around in circles. I'm not going in circles. I'm standing by what I said. I'm going to say it again. She asked the question about Harvard's code of conduct. She didn't ask about free speech. She asked the woman about Harvard's code of conduct, of which she is the president. She is the president of Harvard. What do you do, Madam President, when you are confronted with this conduct on your campus?
Sarge, calm down, man.
And because it's Republicans asking that, and because it's Republicans that has that woman held up asking her this foolishness, you're going along with it instead of looking at this as for what it is. Someone called me anti-Semitic the other day because I posted that I want freedom and I want peace, and I'm anti-Semitic for that. This is what's going on. It's why you don't.
Well, I wouldn't call you anti-Semitic for that.
No, but that's what that whole thing was that went on.
No, that wasn't. That was a entirely different circumstance. No, it wasn't.
And you're going along.
No, it wasn't.
Because it was Republicans holding the damn conference. That is dangerous what is going on here. And this
I can guarantee bloody well to you. I can guarantee bloody well to you that if that remark was said by any one of the favored mascot groups of the liberal progressive left, they would have found a way to construe it as a violation of Harvard's code of conduct. I can fucking well guarantee you they would have.
Okay, so that's the way you base your decisions?
You're damn right I do, because I know how they roll at Harvard.
That's crazy.
Is dangerous.
You're damn right I do.
This is is dangerous.
I know how they roll at Harvard.
Okay, fine. The liberal. But this is
Yeah, liberal. That's who does this shit. Nobody else. They don't have an objective standard. It's subjective. It's oppressor oppressed. Every fucking thing out there is in the lens of oppressor oppressed. And where do you fit on the intersectionality chart? Jesus, these people are hideous. I hope they fire her. No, I hope they don't fire her. Keep her there so she'll be an object lesson.
Well,
Let her stay.
She's not getting fired.
I wish she would stay. I hope she does. That way you keep bringing up after she opens a big fucking mouth.
This is the problem.
Let her stay.
That's going on. This is the problem that's going on in this country and in this world right now. People want things to remain same. They want things to be the way they were. And anyone that has any dissent, well, let me just the hell with all of that. It's dangerous what's going on in this country right now. It's dangerous what's going on in this country right now, where people can't criticize anything. It's just like I was telling someone this the other day, that they have met. Okay, I'm gonna switch up my words because I don't want to lose the stream, but they have overrun, and ran it into the ground. That everything is we'll call it holistic. Everything is anti-holistic. Oh, I don't want the babies to die. It's you're anti-holistic. Oh, we want peace. It's anti-holistic. You have ran it in the ground where there is such a thing, and the anti-holistic that is going on out here, which can be dangerous to the community and to the world. But they ran it into the ground where it means nothing. It means nothing. And the fact that I want peace and the fact that I don't want the babies killed, well then so be it. Label me anti-holistic, because this is crazy what's going on in this country right now, and that particular country has turned the United States into a bitch, and that's dangerous. And just we need to forget this Republican, liberal, conservative, put all of that aside. This United States is now another country's bitch doing their bidding. And to me, that is far more dangerous than everybody taking. I get the sides because everybody's taking the tax money. And that's the problem. And that's the thing that we all should be fighting against. We are someone else's bitch. And no one can talk, no one can express a feeling without you being labeled. And once you got labeled that in the past, that could cost you your job. That could cost you a lot of different things. And right now, it is what it is. No one can say anything. The United States is being used and abused. And I don't want to hear anything about conservative and liberalism. We should all be against what is happening right now. We should all be against constantly sending money and upholding this when we can't even do things for our citizens here. That another small country is able to give all of their citizens free health care. They're able, they said it, all of the soldiers and things that are over there, they're going to pay for all of their college if they support and they fight in this war. All of their college. And we have veterans sleeping on the streets here in the United States. We can't even give the college students a little 20% rate on their student loans. We can't even do that. And this should mean something to you guys. Veterans are sleeping on the streets. They cannot get good health care and mental care and the different things that they need. But our country is being used as a bitch to help another country support and do everything for their citizens. And we're still mealy-mousing it over here talking about conservatives and liberalism. Everybody needs to wake up. Both sides is taking the bribery money, and that's what has us in this predicament right now. I don't care about what the the Republican, how they question that Harvard woman. That is not important to me. What is important, we cannot speak our minds anymore. We cannot even have an opinion on what's going on without becoming labeled. That's all I have to say about that. And we need to leave that liberalism and conservatism alone.
Well, I have no intention of leaving it alone. I'm going to keep bringing it up. I'm going to bring it up every chance I get because that's a rat's nest of liberal progressivism. In fact, the Foundation for the Individual Rights and Expression has rated Harvard, and by the way, they rated all of the Ivy League schools, and they said that Harvard is dead last among all the Ivy League schools in allowing freedom of expression. They don't miss an opportunity to repress speech that they don't like. They invoke the code of conduct, and they shut people up who say things that are hurtful. They even use words like silence is violence. Not using the proper gender pronoun is violence. So, goddammit, when somebody talks about or even alludes to genocide, I think that's a violation of the code of conduct. If they're punishing every other fucking thing, they ought to punish that too. And they are a rat's nest of liberalism, and I'm going to call that out every chance I get. I'm not going to ignore it. They rank 75, they rank 46 out of 55 schools when it comes to freedom of expression and censoring speech. And also, Harvard University and all the rest of these liberal rat traps, they have got a history of kicking conservatives off the campus, not been calling in the campus police to allow conservative speakers to speak. They won't let them shut them down. They put them out. They censor them. They give them all kind of things. And nobody's going to tell me that these motherfuckers should not be criticized every chance we get when they come up with this damn fool president who's responsible to enforce the speech code of Harvard.
Okay,
she's responsible to do it.
Listen, you're lying. Listen, whenever you just so programmed with these talking points, it's just ridiculous. Listen, whenever you go to these schools and universities, everyone is allowed to speak. Conservatives, liberals alike, or whatever the fuck, gay, straight, whatever, right? But whenever it comes to extremists, right, those are the ones that make the news. If you are a right-wing extremist and you carry your ass to a college campus, then they're going to say something about it. If you are a left-wing extremist and you carry your ass to the college campus, they're going to say something about it. So, Sarge, you need to stop. The only people probably getting protested against are the extremists. And, of course, if you're a left progressive-thinking person with extreme views, you're going to get protested against. That happens all the time. So stop saying that these people are getting kicked off the goddamn college campuses like ordinary conservatives and shit. That's just a lie. I mean, they make you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you one more time. I've seen these protests. Okay. I've seen speakers for the Palestinian students on Harvard campus. They are the spokesman for this outfit. I'll give you his name in a minute. And I saw what he said. I'm not making it up. I'm not imagining it. I saw the words coming out of the man's mouth about the river to the sea. Do you know what the river to the sea means? It's the Jordan River. The Jordan River is on the eastern flank of the Israeli border. The sea is the Mediterranean Sea. If you go from the river, the Jordan River, to the sea, you have effectively destroyed the state of Israel because the Palestinians will not recognize Israel as a sovereign state. I saw them say that what was done. Hey, let me finish. I saw what they said with regard to October 7th. They said it was a justified reaction to Israeli oppression. They said it was justified. I saw them say it.
Okay, hold on, Sarge. Go ahead, Elisa.
It has different meanings. You're quoting.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
Do you know geography?
Listen, can you please let other people hear?
Well, you better go look at a map.
Can you please let other people hear? Maybe she do have a different interpretation. Other people need to hear that, though. Can you please not talk over her?
No, there are different interpretations from the river to the sea. He quoted one, and I'm going to pull up another. I haven't pulled it up yet. But he quoted one interpretation. But that interpretation isn't the blanket of that entire statement. It's not the blanket of the entire statement. Look, we could go back and forth all day on this, but from the party who is right to life, from the party that claims they give a damn about the babies, that party doesn't give a damn that they're slaughtering the babies over there. Everybody is being hypocritical, and everybody is ignoring the fact that we can't speak anymore when it comes to certain things, or you're labeled, I forgot the word that I said I was going to choose, holistic. You're labeled holistic. And that's a problem. And it should be a problem for everyone. It should be a problem for everyone. But it's not. Let me pull up the other meaning right now.
That was another meeting. Okay.
Yeah, there are. There's more than just one meaning.
Okay. Yeah, well, the ones who are doing the ones who attacked on October 7th, have only one meaning. They only have one meaning. And then I do. That means they want it. Hey, have you read Hamas's charter founding document? Have you read their founding document? They say in their document they want to exterminate the state of Israel.
Can you please stop
And the young
screaming?
people, and the young
She didn't respond. She didn't respond to what I just said.
And the young people who were chanting that and saying that at the rally, they explained what they meant by that, but they weren't heard.
Well, they weren't killing Israelis on October 7th, were they? The ones who were do believe it.
Listen, I hear you and about Israelis getting killed, but how many Palestinians do you think has been killed?
Joseph, how many German civilians we kill in our bombing rate? How many American citizens were killed by Germans in the bombing rate? Zero. We killed 635,000 German civilians.
But I'm saying, does it?
The Germans didn't kill one American citizen in a bombing rate.
I'm asking you a question, like seriously. I know you're getting all offensive and stuff, but
I know you do that shit, and I'm trying to tell you, it ain't about proportion. It's about defeating the enemy.
But I'm asking you a fucking question. Does it matter how many Palestinians have been killed by Israel?
Yes, it does, and that shouldn't stop them from winning.
Okay, so now last week we talked about over 18,000 Palestinians getting killed. Don't you think?
I just got to tell you, it isn't about proportion.
Okay, so
it's about defeating the enemy.
It don't matter.
Just like it was for the United States in World War II.
You just said it mattered. Now you just said it mattered, but now you said it ain't about the goddamn how many getting killed. Either it matter or it don't. You can't have it both motherfucking ways. Do it matter how many Palestinians get killed or don't?
But it matters, but that doesn't mean you stop fighting until you defeat your enemy. It wasn't about proportion for the United States in World War II either.
You fence riding. I mean, you can't give a straight answer.
You're full of shit. That's what you are. You don't know what it means to fight a war.
Stop arguing.
I'm not going to stop arguing. They're arguing with me.
Palestinian activists, and this is what the young people, this is what they're meaning from it. From the river to the sea is an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, not death, destruction, or hate. That it has different meanings for different people. It has different meanings. So as I'm saying, you can't spread a hole. You just want to plaster a hole. And see, that's the problem. The young people, Jesus Christ. That is the problem. You want to blanket it and say it's this, bam, boom. The world is just...
That's why they want all these old motherfuckers out the picture, because they messing it up for the future.
Okay, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again.
They don't know
I'm saying it again.
the slang of kids. They don't know how to connect with kids. They disconnected. They want to always run the show. They want to be acting like they everybody's daddy. It's like the government. That's why the governments are failing, because they want to be everybody's daddy. You talk about Israel's going to win. What are they going to win? Listen, right now the motherfucking own people are turning on the fucking government of Israel. If that happens, that's why they playing the information game, trying to make it seem like, oh no, he's not killing a lot. Listen, if the fucking Israeli people start turning on that ass and they start flipping, just little by little, you got a problem. Israel right now is in the motherfucking edge of losing their
and not only that,
country.
They want the finger point. Let me mute you for a second. They want the finger point for everybody for being anti-Semitic. There's the biggest anti-Semite is fucking Benjamin Netanyahu, and here's why:
right.
It's because fucking whenever those Hamas started their attack, it took them 4 hours to respond. It took them 4 hours to respond. And not only that, Benjamin Netanyahu was continually funding Hamas at the sum of billions of fucking dollars. Why was he giving Hamas money? Why did it take him 4 hours to attack? So there was something going on with Benjamin Netanyahu and his government and their relationship with Hamas that y'all want to point fingers at everybody else and call them anti-Semitic when Benjamin Netanyahu seemed like he want his own goddamn people killed for some damn reason. It's just weird. So
hey, Mr. Historian, Mr. Smarty Pants. Hey.
Sorry, hold on one moment.
Hold on,
that dingbat. I'm sorry, the woman you were calling a dingbat from was it Hubbard? The congresswoman who was questioning her, she goes along
She's
with
a dummy.
She's a dummy.
She's the one that was asking her questions is the dummy.
That is so soaked in anti-Semitism. That replacement theory.
Yeah.
They will not replace us. And she goes along with that. But she's sitting up here questioning these people. The whole thing is, but it doesn't matter because AIPAC and them is funding these people. And the biggest anti-Semite is those evangelicals who's talking about the end time. I'm going to tell everybody go check and see what that means. The end time. Those are the biggest anti-Semites of them all.
Okay.
But because people are
Christian crusaders.
They don't want the slaughter of these babies and these people. Okay, we're all anti-Semites because we want the killing to stop. And most important, as an American, we all have targets on our back right now because of
Israel. That's right.
We all have
right. And listen,
right now has a serious target on our back.
Sister Lisa, talk to Sarge directly. There's a serviceman that is now got servicemen that was safe for until just now are getting targeted right now because of this bullshit.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, Dennis, can I respond now? Because I respond to things you say. You don't respond to things I say. But I'm going to respond to almost everything you just got through saying. I'm going to respond to it. Then I'm going to say some things to which you will probably be non-responsive. So let me respond to what you guys just said. What you just said, well, first of all, what Tyrone said, it took this Israelis 4 hours to respond to the October 7th attack. Well, I'd just like you to know, Tyrone, in the Yom Kippur War, when Israelis came within a hair's breadth of being defeated by the Egyptians, they were across the Suez Canal. They had shut the fuck up. I'm going to hang up. Niggas always interrupting. I'm sick of that. Yeah, fuck you, nigga. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to respond to you, and you're acting like a goddamn fool. All right, one more time. The Israelis, the Egyptians were 8 hours across the Bar-Lev line in the Suez Canal and penetrated deep in Israeli defenses before they even responded. Over 8 hours later, when they launched the attack in Yom Kippur, and they damn near lost the war, they came within a hair's breadth of losing. 4 hours isn't bad, Tyrone. Number two, the next thing, 940,000 people have been killed. Let me say that again. 940,000 people have been killed in the Arab wars in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq, Iran, in the last 10 years, 930,000 Arabs have been killed. Killed. No stink about it in the world press. The Israelis take some defensive measures and, yes, kills innocent civilians like happens in every war. And all of a sudden, the press has got to stop. Because you know why? Because they're Israelis and they're part of the West. They're seen as part of the West, and these people hate the West. They hate the United States. They hate Western civilization, and they're trying to tie the Israelis into Western civilization, and that's why they hate them. It isn't about the rightness of protecting the Palestinians. The Palestinians voted Hamas. Why don't you let me finish? God damn your ass.
Hurry up.
The Palestinians voted Hamas into power. They voted them into the government. The founding charter says that they must destroy Israel. That's in their founding charter. I can read it to you.
Why?
When they say Palestine, shut up. When they say from the river to the sea, they mean the destruction. Oh, fuck you. Good night. Go to hell, you rotten bastard. Motherfuck you. You don't want to have a conversation. You kiss my ass, you stupid fucking nigga. Fuck you. Good night, bastard. Son of a goddamn laundry rotten, no good thinking ass bitch. Go to hell, you rotten nigga. Fuck you. Sick of your ass.
Just finish saying what you were saying.
He did all that shit.
Please. Did he hang up?
Attention whore.
Yeah, I believe he hung up.
He did all that dancing around. Again, you know, and Hamas is the one that got funded by Netanyahu. All that saying that they want to destroy Israel.
Some of the things that he was saying, was true. That is Hamas, and then you can throw Iran and them over in that too. They hate them. We understand why.
But Netanyahu did fund them, right?
Yeah, he funded them. He helped build them up.
That's what I'm saying.
But
why would you want to fund a group that want to go kill your people? It sounds crazy, but
no, dude, he funded them because Hamas is a terrorist organization, and he wanted them to keep their boots on the Palestinians. That's why he kept funding them.
Right, but he's doing what a lot of these countries do, basically to fight their own people, so he could to fight the other enemies, put them against each other, and it backfired on him. Is what happened.
Yeah, it backfired because Hamas turned into his own little military, and they started going against. Because I mean, listen, let's just call it what it is. You can call it apartheid. You can call it slavery. You can call it, I don't know, a prison.
Genocide.
You can call it genocide. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. But what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians is just fucking wrong. It is wrong. And those people are tired of it. And I don't know if Hamas got some sympathy for the fucking Palestinians or whatever. I don't know why they decided to strike Israel. But they pushed those people to a corner to where they was controlling the electricity, they was controlling the water, they wasn't allowing the medical services, and you know there was barely any damn work, there was barely any finances coming in that area. So and everybody wants us to look at the Israelis like they're this fucking first world nation when they ain't doing nothing.
They victims.
They ain't doing nothing but the same thing. They're treating people the same way they was treated back in the day. Seemed like, you know, when the Germans.
And let's get it right. They were victims, but we're gonna point out the victims were those that got kidnapped and got killed. That had nothing to do with anything. We acknowledge that, and anybody that did that to those innocent people, women, children. I don't care whether they're Israeli or Palestinian. You're wrong, and you get what comes to you now. That doesn't mean that because they did that to their to so-called Israelis, now you're gonna go kill 12,000 innocent people and try to eliminate their whole generation. And because you say, well, they're Palestinians,
no,
the Hamas might be Palestinian. Well,
listen,
why y'all not
this genocide is biblical. Listen, this genocide is biblical. It's not political. This genocide, it's a religious war that they're having, and you know how extreme religion is. Religion tells you to eliminate, obliterate, abominate whoever the fuck is in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can talk about it in modern times, rhetoric or whatever, but what
But
we're
they're
looking
not
at
talking.
is
They're not
historical,
thinking that. Yeah.
religious ways that they're treating each
Right.
other, and they're trying to
From
wipe
back in
these
the day.
people off the face of the damn earth. That's what they're
Right.
trying to do.
They're doing
And
to
put
them
us,
what the Germans did to them. That's what they're doing.
in a sense, because like when they had they had a protest in D.C. Pro-Israel protest. I think a couple of weeks back or a month back.
Right.
Right.
They went on the lawn and all that.
Yeah, and they were out there talking about it's our turn. Really? What do you? And they
See
were
that
chanting
shit right there.
It's our turn.
Yeah, that's
What
crazy.
do you mean? And the press didn't cover that. The press didn't cover it. What are y'all talking about? What's your turn? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I thought
It's that mentality.
Never forget. That's what that's supposed to mean for anybody. But what do you mean it's our turn? That's what they were chanting. And the media didn't cover it. Only reason we saw it because here, the local news did. So, and the thing is, we all have a target. That is, I have to keep repeating that.
Yeah. Automatic. We just turned up to 9/11 again. We just. Thank you, Israel. Thank you.
We are turned up. We are turned up quadruple past 9/11 again. And that's the thing that I resent. And when you see a lot of the soldiers and the young people on TikTok having fun, making fun about the things that they're doing, you ought to put a target on our backs as well.
Mm-hmm. We're going back to where we started again. All those people that lost their lives innocently, even through the Iraq-Afghanistan war. We're gonna repeat the same shit. What are we doing?
Right back here.
What are we doing?
As soon as some of these people get jihad up here in this damn country, and you at the park, and I'm not going to repeat because they're about to take the stream down, and they get to hollering, Allah, you know that Allah Akbar, that shit. They about to, excuse my language, they about to get down, and that's where we right back here. And I resent that as an American, and all of our tax dollars is going towards it. You can't, and this thing I don't understand what Sarge doesn't get. They taking care of
and then the country want to hold hands. Then after that, we're gonna hold hands, and then we're gonna go fight the enemy. Yeah, well, the enemy within, and the motherfucker that caused the fire, you just patting them on the back and giving them a pass. Like they should have slapped this motherfucker on his ass a long time ago. So we ain't gonna give you a goddamn thing. You're gonna fix this fucking problem. We're going to go after these people that did whatever they do, but you're not going to blow up this fucking city or this landmass because you're causing more of a... Who's going to pay for this shit? Are they going to take up all the bills? Are they going to bury all those people that are dying? Are they going to pay those families that they killed by accident? Are they going to pay for all those displaced million or whatever million? Where the fuck are they going to go? What are they? Who's fitting the bill? Why they sitting back saying, well, they shooting rockets at us, but they living in mansions and living the life of fucking Riley on the other side of that gate. Stop. They playing games, and they're playing their own people in that country, too. That's why they starting to get pissed off.
Well, yeah, Netanyahu full of crap. They
say, listen, look at foreign television like the Euro Channel, BBC, and all them. They're saying, listen, they're on the edge where Israel fuck around, they might lose their country. They might have an implosion, and they're gonna have all those Arab countries jump right on it. Like when they see blood, I'm telling you, that man gotta watch how he's moving, because if the United States pull out, and all these other countries see blood, and also within that country people start getting pissy. You know what? We got a corrupt government. We want them out. They want them out already. But when they start getting pissed off and getting confidence, and they get out on the streets again, he's gonna have a problem.
My thing is them other Arab countries, they're gonna get eventually they're gonna get so enraged where they all gonna turn jihad, and we got a mess on our hands. We have a mess, and that's the thing that I fear the most. And just like with the Pope, I mean, he was going in the past few days, and Joe Biden being a devout Catholic, because the Israelis called the Pope a liar. They just basically said he lied. But Joe Biden being a devout Catholic, he can't bring himself to do that. He cannot bring his administration, they can't bring themselves to disavow the Pope for calling this thing genocide. They can't bring themselves to do that. That's the Pope. But they said he lied. He lied about them women that had got shot. He's lying about those women that had got shot. So, I don't know, we're in a bad predicament. And a lot of people ain't paying that attention. We're in a bad predicament here because the United States is their bitch and will allow them to do anything because of that money and them lobbyists giving all of these politicians and things like that. They got the United States by the kahuna.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm gonna say it is a conspiracy or whatever. Jews make a lot of money, and Jews got a lot of lobbyists in Washington, and this is the reason that they got them bent over a barrel because they paying for that protection. They paying for that protection.
Right.
You know, so
if there was a group that wasn't paying, listen, if the Palestinians had that power or that money power, you best believe. You see, that's why they don't fuck with the UAE. They don't fuck around and play with Saudi Arabia. Why? Because Saudi Arabia got money. The UAE got money. You see how they, listen, look at the contradiction. In Qatar, you got the Hamas leaders that are the big boys calling the shots. And guess what? None of the countries are going to go into Qatar and fucking spank Qatar or go and get those fucking Hamas leaders that are living the life of Raleigh in Qatar and in the UAE in Dubai. You know why? Because it's about that money. All right, so now that the Palestinians and the Gazans don't really have money like that, the people, the community, the government is really weak. If you want to say where now you got military militias that could take over, well, they say, you know what, we don't got to do shit for them. We ain't gonna do nothing. And then it's fucked up that Arab countries, to a certain degree, they're not stepping up, but they're gonna get mad. They're getting mad.
They're gonna eventually. They're gonna get eventually.
They're seeing the shit. They're seeing it right now, and I'm just saying again that is all. This is a money game. Like again with the Israel shit. Oh well, you know we're gonna. We don't want y'all to. You gotta stop killing. Lower the civilian death count. What? Look at the crazy shit that they're the scenario. How about you say no more fucking death? It's over. You're gonna have to wait it out. Oh, y'all gonna have targeted shit where y'all gonna go after certain people that are the targets. You ain't gonna blow up the whole fucking city just to get the fucking people you think are the ones that killed those people. That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all can call me a conspiracy theorist if you want to, but it's 2% of the population that is Jewish in America, but they make up 6% of the Congress. So that tells you that they got a lot more power represented in Congress than they do across America. And when you look at people that's been up there, like Chuck Schumer and I like Bernie Sanders, but he one of them, and others that's been up there that is Jewish. I mean,
on both sides. On both sides.
Yeah.
And even the ones that aren't, they still get their money. Cause what's
the lobbying.
Right.
Listen, they're not Jewish, but they're Jewish.
They're getting that money though.
Yep.
And that's the problem. But I was watching a little snippet, and they were saying that, well, how do you get Hamas? Because their leaders is not even there. They're kicking back in Qatar. And the ones that are there, how do you get them? Well, blowing up the whole strip isn't the way to do it. And I heard these people, military experts, they were saying a good. They were saying this is one example how the United States went in and got Bin Laden. The whole mission and how they went and got Bin Laden. But that's always dismissed. That was a smooth, clean operation that the Obama administration put together, and they went and that's right there. But you don't want to hear that. They should just bomb the whole strip, and you're not going to get all of Hamas because their leadership isn't even there.
But look, you know what? They were kissing Masharo's ass, the Pakistani president that didn't even have no respect in his own fucking country, right? And they were hiding him in there. Some people say they didn't know. I say the government. There was some people because they are a very corrupt country, Pakistan. We're talking about Pakistan, where he was next door hiding. You telling me they didn't know? Let's not play that game like this. This is a game, and you know what? They play that game because the United States plays that game too. They saying, wait a minute, you're saying that you don't want these innocent people dead, but you giving the opposition more weapons. You telling them, oh well, don't be careful with who you killing. And we still giving you fucking weapons. This shit is crazy. It just don't make sense.
Well, Bin Laden was related to the Saudis, wasn't he? And the United States walk on eggshell when it comes to the Saudis too. So,
but when they wounded him, they put together their mission and they went and dragged his ass out of there.
Well, that's because Obama.
If they wanted to do something about the leadership of Hamas, something similar can be done. Not bomb the whole strip. They just doing that out of revenge, just killing all of these people because they want them gone. It's just like I saw a report. They have these groups over in Israel. They're groups that my words not coming to me, but they're already planning how they're gonna build beach houses and stuff all through the Gaza Strip. And they have these plans and stuff and things that they're going to do. It's not about getting Hamas. This is not about them. Yes, Hamas is a terrorist group, but it's not about that. It's getting them people the hell out of there. And then, like they said, some of their leaders was talking about send them through the Rafah crossing. They could take some of them to America, leave some of them in Egypt, send some of them over to Lebanon. Just get rid of them. They want them gone. And then they could push the rest of them out the West Bank. That's what this has always been about. And then you hear some of their leaders, you hear some of their supporters was saying, well, every time they have made them a deal, and you take like Yasser Arafat, when he turned down the deal way back when, and the people who was there in the planning of that deal said he should have turned it down because it was unreasonable what they were trying to offer. But then they used that as they were offered this. We offered them this. No, it's nobody is telling the truth. United States, they got our government bent over backwards, but they'll do any and everything, and we can't even get child tax credit here. But they taking care of their people. We can't even get a child tax credit. You got veterans sleeping on the street. But in the U.S., but they taking care of their people, and we steady sending money and funding them. And Biden, just come on out and call your Pope a liar and bend over some more. That's all he really needs to do. Bend over some more, call your Pope a liar, and keep it moving. You're trying to play both sides, and we have a bullseye on our back. That's what all this is. It's a hot-ass mess. Hot mess. But let me ask y'all something. Let me just say they're having a big rally in D.C. on Saturday. And I didn't go to the last rally, but I'm going to this one. I'm going to take the subway down there because they're trying to have as many people as possible. I'm not going to stay. I'm just going to go so I can say that I was one in the number. Because they're thinking this one is going to be huge because it's just for the holidays. So I'm gonna take the subway down there, and I'm gonna go take some pictures. I'll share them with you guys in the group box or something when I come back. But let me ask you guys something, because if we could keep talking about this Palestinian thing, because them people gonna be fighting till the last deal is done, and we can talk about it till the last deal is done. They've been fighting for what, about over 100 years. So it is what it is. But what do y'all think? Have y'all been following? I don't know the guy's last name, but he's an actor, Christian something or other. And then all this stuff came up about Diddy and TD Jakes.
Yeah, I just heard about that too. About some high man out in Hollywood sexually harassed him or something. Christian Keys.
With Diddy. Yeah, Christian Keys. I'm not familiar with him, but and that TD Jakes is bending over or bending Diddy over. I mean, they have a hot mess going on, and I was like, everybody's just getting crazy. We got a war going on. TD Jakes and Diddy going together, and people accusing everybody. It's just a hot mess right now. It's like everybody's losing their mind.
Yeah, I heard this dude was. I guess it was rumor. So I heard it was allegedly Tyler Perry that was with this dude, but that came out today and said that wasn't true. So I don't know. These people are just.
It sounds like
nuts.
It just sounds like it's a public extortion going on. But you can't say that, because when people you can. But when people come out and tell their truth about abuse, harassment, you want to believe them.
Yeah.
But this whole thing just looks awful. But no, what do y'all think about Diddy and TD Jakes?
Now, I ain't heard about TD Jakes.
And Diddy, you didn't hear about that?
No, Diddy and TD Jakes?
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, something about some tapes or something was released, and that I don't know who's bending who over, but yeah, they're buddies. I mean, they are sex buddies. And y'all ain't see that? That was all over social media today.
Well, you said Puff Diddy, and TD Jakes.
Yes, you didn't hear about that? Go on YouTube and type in P. Diddy and TD Jakes. Okay? I'm looking at it on the screen now. Type in those two.
I see.
They ain't using AI on them.
Type it in, and you'll see. I mean, there's like 1,000 videos. Cause something about some videos, and Cassie allegedly released some information, and that TD Jakes and Diddy are lovers. I was like, oh my God, this seemed like right before Christmas. All kind of stuff. I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, P. Diddy, a wild boy, huh? Jeez. Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't put it past TD Jakes, but yeah. And then they're gonna be releasing Epstein's his diary or his log or his address book or whatever. I'm curious to see who else gonna be up in that. That's if somebody very powerful don't find a way to stop it.
Man, these people in Hollywood, they just do it. They say they're supposed to release 150 names from Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Case.
They're releasing his stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see who all going to be in that. If it gets released, somebody might be able to a last minute Hail Mary.
Like suppress it and all that.
Yeah, and then people were posting pictures with TD Jakes and Diddy hugged up and. Ooh.
I don't know, y'all. These people, you can't. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can enjoy what they do, I guess, but I mean, you can't take these people serious because they just as bad as anybody else, you know.
No, I mean, if they're in a sexual relationship, who cares? That's their business. If they're bisexual.
No. Now I got to say no on TD Jakes. Now he's went around here preaching the gospel, and you know, and heterosexuality and all that. He can't be doing all that now.
Yeah, he can.
Huh?
Yeah, he can do all that. Sure, he can. He's just a hypocrite on the religious side. That's all.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
If he's bisexual and he's doing, so what? That just means that he's a religious hypocrite, which a lot of them are anyway.
Well, yeah,
A
the
lot of them are.
majority of them.
Yeah, so see, there you go, Tyrone. It's okay if he's bisexual or homosexual. That's not the point. It's just you're a hypocrite on this religion, and TDJ forever talking about what black women need to do and how they need to conduct themselves with their man and with their husbands and with their family, and you all need to stop trying to be girl bosses and things like that, and you bending over. No, that's the hypocrisy. You see what I'm saying? That's the hypocrisy, and that's the problem that I have with it.
Damn.
That's the problem I have with it. If you're going to keep your mouth shut and let people conduct their lives the way they want to, then it doesn't matter. But when you tell people how to conduct their lives, well, then you shouldn't be bent over if that's what you're doing, allegedly.
He bent over the pews, huh?
Allegedly, that's what the people are saying. That some stuff was
goodness, these people, they just need to stop.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny. But if you weren't being hypocritical, it doesn't matter who's bending you or who you bending. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But when you tell them you preaching to people, then it does matter. And like people were saying, y'all just being homophobic.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like do what you do.
That's not about homophobia. But when you preaching to people how they should be conducting themselves, homophobia has something to do with it. It's hypocrisy.
Yeah, it seems like the people with the loudest voice that come out here and speak against that stuff wind up getting called in.
The preacher that he was a preacher, he got caught. What was it? He was smoking methamphetamine with a prostitute and a guy. You know that he was like the son of a famous preacher, white guy. I forgot his name. He got caught out there.
And see, you shouldn't be preaching.
I said, do your thing, but don't tell everybody else not to do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Do your thing. That's my thing. Do your thing.
Saying his sins, and you do commit the biggest sins of them all, you know, or what they consider sins.
Yeah.
Weird. And
telling us we going to hell, and you over there doing that. That's my But Tyrone, you didn't type it in.
But that's like government. A lot of these government people.
Oh no, I seen it. I seen it.
All these old people in the government telling people they can't do this. You know, even with the abortion and all that, and they haven't. Their women have abortions. You know, like everything that a lot of these people say they don't want done, or they don't want you to do. They be doing.
They're doing it. It's like they the party of pro-life, and I'm pro-life too. I'm both. But if you're gonna be pro-life, and that's
convenient.
That's when it's convenient. But then you can sit back and don't care that they're killing all them babies. Pro-life should be pro-life for all the babies. So it's that type of hypocrisy.
And so they gotta, they have a secret baby a condom away. You know, they gotta do what they gotta do. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, Tyrone, I had meant to ask you when you were here. Yeah, you see TDJ. Yeah, there it is. You pulled it up.
Yep.
When you were here in DC, did you go to the African American Museum when you came here? You went to the Martin Luther King Memorial. Did you go to the museum? Because
no,
right round up.
They said it was further away. So, but you saying it was right around the corner?
It's right. Because when you down right round up in there where you went to, because you could the Martin Luther King Memorial, you could see the Jefferson, you could see all of that, and the African American Museum, you can see it from there because it's the only building that's up in that area that looks different.
Yeah.
So it's like right up in there, and I had meant to ask you because when you drove, but like if you come through the subway, Smithsonian, you can walk walk and go to all those things up through there. You can walk and go to the African American Museum. You can go to you can see the monument. It's right there.
Right.
Uh,
well, no, I didn't get a chance to go because I was told that it was really far away from where I was, but I guess it wasn't.
No, if you went to well, I saw the pictures. So you were at the King Memorial.
Yeah.
All you had to do was come back down a few blocks with a subway, and then head straight some blocks. You could see it once you come back with a subway and the Washington Monument. You could see the building. So somebody gave you. I mean, it's not like a block away. It's like some blocks away.
Yeah.
But you can see it.
Well, I really would have wanted it. I really would have liked to have stopped by there, but yeah, I guess I got some bad info.
You did. So if you come back through, just remember, right? All of those is right up in there, and you could see it from right there, because it's the only kind of tannish, brownish building.
Well, I imagine it looks kind of odd for the area. I seen the pictures online. Yeah.
It does. It looks kind of odd. You can't miss it when you up in there, because it's the only building all up through there. You know what all the the museums and the monuments and all that stuff look like. It's the only building that looks different than the rest. So it's all of that's like right up in there. And if you have on some good walking shoes, you can just go on over there. Somebody gave you the wrong information.
Yeah, they did.
Now they did. They gave you the wrong. Like I said, it's not right around the corner. But because you can see everything, you can take that little hike over there and go. So just, next time if you're able to come. Because I had meant to ask you, did you go to the African American Museum?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind stopping by there. But look, y'all, I got to get off here. I got to do some running tomorrow.
I do too.
And, guys, I apologize for the break in service tonight. Miss Elisa, thank you, Jay. Even Crazy Sarge. That made me getting mad and cussing and getting off the phone, don't it? I don't know what's wrong with that dude.
No, Jay did that. You just keep on.
Yeah, Jay, why you be messing with him?
I mean, I didn't even understand what he was crying about anyway.
Well, he say the same thing every week.
Well, I mean, I know what it is. It's just that, but it's just he's gotten less and less, I guess, conflicted over it. He can't fight back. He's like fly being sick.
Yeah, he has to double down on that bullshit. So I don't know. Ain't no learning for people like that.
And it's crazy. You can still back Trump, but I mean these old trifling people like Rudy Giuliani and them sweeping people up under the rug. They're all lost cause. Stop wasting energy trying to talk up and make sense out of foolishness when you know other people is corrupt.
Yeah, it's clear that Rudy Giuliani is losing in the courts. That is clear that he's losing in the courts. Ain't you trying to defend that? He losing.
Yeah, you wasted your energy.
Yeah.
And energy is something that you cannot waste. I'm gonna start bringing back.
Giuliani was on his Giuliani was on his P's and Q's, right? If he was on his toes the way you would think he would be, supposedly of his past, then he would have been acing cases, and he probably would have not been in a situation he would have been, because he would have not put himself in a situation like that. But
he put himself in this situation.
Yeah, he wanted to dab into the other side. He wanted relevance. He had financial issues. He wanted money. He wanted the fame. So now he got it. It's just backfiring. And again, he brought people down, made up lies, and then admitted to it. But I think what Sarge ain't understanding is, yes, he's talking. He keep talking out in public like that. But in court, he didn't do that. In court, it's like Donald Trump. Donald Trump talking all that shit, and when he goes in that courtroom, he ain't talking all that crazy shit. To a certain degree, he knows he got to calm down, because there's going to be some consequences. When there's no consequences, he's going to do what he wants. So, but Giuliani thinks he's, I guess, smarter than everybody, and he thinks that he's going to be able to talk and they're gonna sue him again, and he's gonna get away with it. I think he's gonna lose whatever money he got. I think that they're watching his money movement, where he's gonna transfer anything, and they're gonna get him for whatever he got. So
they're gonna get
it's over. They're gonna
get what they can.
Yeah, they're gonna get him because he got property. He got property and all that kind of stuff. So they're gonna start collecting some money.
They're gonna get what they can because he don't have what he should have, but what he do have, they're gonna get some of it. They're definitely gonna get some of it.
And that's a bad. Listen, that's a bad way to go out for Rudy Giuliani with the career that he's had. Jeez.
And his age too.
Yeah.
And his age. But you done screw up yourself this bad, mess around with Trump, and Trump gonna find a way to grift his way some money, but you can't. That's the crazy part. But I'm gonna go and guys have a whoever celebrating whatever y'all do or do not celebrate.
Y'all enjoy the holidays. And I'm gonna holler at y'all too. I'm gonna open up the line.
Q&A session is over. All participants are unmuted.
See one another next week before the new week. All right, guys.
All right. Good night. Somebody got an echo.
Somebody got an echo.
All right. YouTube, I'm getting ready to shut y'all down. I guess. I don't know who line. Let me see who line that is. It's this line right here. Whoever that is. All right.
Unmuted.
All right.